Hi, this is James from Tabletop Gaming Guild, and today we're going to take a look at Wildtails. We're going to do a playthrough of it. So I'm going to play through the first chapter of Wildtails. This will be spoiler-free, and there's nothing in this first chapter that you didn't see from opening this up. So none of the legacy components come out during the game. We're going to go ahead and start with the app, and then we're going to go into the game. So I'll show you how it gets launched in the app, and then we're going to go through a playthrough of the game itself, and then we'll come back and I'll give you my thoughts on just how the chapters flow and stuff. So let's go ahead down to the table. Okay, so this is a Wildtails, a Pirate Legacy app. I'll put the URL for this in the video description, but basically what this does is this helps you set up between chapters in the game and tells you what to unlock while you're playing. So there are going to be two options when you get to this page. You're going to be campaign rules and start campaign. So if you go to campaign rules itself here, it's going to go over just the basics for setting up a scenario. Just highlighting things. These are all in the rule book too, but these are just highlighting how you do your chapter unlocks, difficulty reduction if you start getting too many defeats on the chapters, and campaign progress, how you mark that in the game. The other thing that's going to be important on here is there's an errata page, and this is sort of going to be like a living rule book as they keep it going. There's going to be just 2 erratas, I believe, at this current point, just a clarification on how the objectives are completed there, and one of the cards, and I had this problem here, which isn't a huge deal, was just missing the crosswords that I wrote in with marker, and it was just fine. And this is just for resources, so you would have figured it out when you needed to get, when you gained the 2 coins and the sword, and there was no card for it. But that's the errata. After you're done with the going through that, you can go back to the campaign rules, and there should be a start campaign down on the bottom here. All right, it gives you a prologue, which is going to be 1813. This is when the time period this is set in an alternate history. America is at war with Britain. The unstable politics and economic climate encourages rampant piracy throughout the Gulf of Mexico. Spies and saboteurs on both sides of the war use the pirates to gain information and smuggle important assets. Tortuga Bay, a pirate empire, flourishes just outside of New Orleans, teeming with roguish rodent, reptile mercenaries, and scoundrels of all kinds. Tortuga's treacherous bay provides a perfect location to harbor captured ships, while its hidden tributaries are ideal for smuggling contraband into the city. As an up-and-coming smuggler in the New Orleans underground, you are always on the lookout for opportunities to expand your business. Tonight, you head to Coquette's, a seedy dance hall in one of the city's roughest neighborhoods. Amid the thumping two-step at Coquette's, you strike a conversation with a renowned Lafayette brothers, Sly, Jean, and Ruthless Perry. These twin rats hold great power in Tortuga Bay. Your boldness pays off with a job. Jean unravels a worn map and points out the location of an old, mostly destroyed stronghold on a small island in Tortuga. Now, at this point, that is the prologue. You're going to start the campaign. And when you start the campaign here, it's going to tell you what characters you unlock. Now, this actually doesn't give anything away. These characters that you already have available, if you opened up the wallet, they're already there. They're not inside the secret legacy package. You already have Anna and Samuel, and you already have the stronghold. You're going to mark these with a marker to show that they've been unlocked, and you're going to go to chapter 1. When you go to chapter 1, it's going to have Tortuga Bay hideout. A band of rogue pirates plan to raid the munition supply of one of Lafayette's hideouts near the stronghold ruins. Impressed by your previous work, the Lafayettes ask you to defend the hideout and defeat the raiders. In exchange, they offer to let you set up your smuggling operation right in the heart of Tortuga Bay. provided, of course, that you still do the occasional favor for them once you're up and running. So this will tell you what your threat's going to be. In this case, it's going to be this card here. You just look for that one. You're going to have 2 objectives, and you're going to have 2 objectives to complete, and only 1 character at a time can complete the objectives. Once you have that out, you're actually set up for the scenario. Follow the rest of the additional setup rules that are in the rulebook, which we'll go over when we go down to the table. And you're ready to go. And then you're just going to mark your victory or defeat. Now, victory will move you to the next chapter. Defeat will return you here. If you get defeated, you're going to mark it off on your board. If you got 3 defeats before you get to chapter 3, you get to reduce the difficulty of the scenario that you're on. So let's go ahead down to the table here. All right, so as you've seen from the app, we have set this up as it is described, and we're going to go through the first chapter. Now, the first chapter here won't spoil anything. This is not going to unlock anything from the legacy deck that you shouldn't be seeing, and these 3 cards here that we'll mark with a cross off the locked box on them just come with the that you can see with the game itself. So you won't be able to, there's nothing here that is like specifically legacy that's been unlocked yet. So in this, we're going to try to defeat these raiders before the end of round 7. We need to be able to complete both of these objectives, and only each character can only do 1 objective. So we'll go ahead and start off with Samuel. And a couple different things we can do on our turn. We can complete anything on here. We can discard this card. We could try to fight the raiders, which wouldn't make any sense right now. And what we're going to do on our turn, or is we could try to complete objective, but we don't have any resources. So we're going to go ahead and get the 2 swords from this. And Anna's going to grab the barrel from this one. We're going to go back to Samuel, and we now have 2 fighting. So we could get 3 barrels if we want, which isn't any use to us. We could get a coin, or we could try to do this skill check for a gem and a cannon. Cannons aren't going to be used in this first round or first chapter, but the gems are wild, so they're nice. But we're just going to do the coin for now. Maybe we can get something cool with this coin. All right, so we go back over to Anna. We have a barrel. None of these really pertain to a barrel. We could do the feather skill check, which she's really bad at. Let's just go ahead and grab the barrel. So now Anna has 2 barrels that she doesn't need. Because we're probably going to go for this one for Anna, because this will up her masks, which is going to require to defeat him, and she starts at 4 where he's only at 3. All right, so back to Samuel. We do have a coin. We can get 3 barrels with a coin. We don't have a barrel, so we can't get the 3 fighting, which would have been really nice. And we could do a fighting skill check for a gem. Let's get our last fighting. Let's do that. All right, now we're back to Anna. Anna could grab a coin. She does have a fighting, so she could get 2 barrels and a coin, which would help Samuel. Oh, I'm sorry. Barrel will get 2 fighting and a coin. Yeah, let's do that. It's better than just a coin. So we'll get 2 fighting and a coin and chuck our barrel that we didn't really actually need. So that'll go in our discard here. And we'll go back to Samuel. So we have our 3 fighting. We just need a barrel. This comes with 2 barrels. We could, yeah, we'll just get our 2 barrels. So now Samuel will be able to level up, which will be great. And we go back to Anna. Now, normally, I will mention we have to check for crisis, but on the first round, there's no possibility of a crisis, so we don't have to worry about it. All right, so Anna, we're trying to get 2 more coins for Anna. We could spend the barrel on 2 coins and a fighting, and that's really good, so we are going to do that. So we spend a barrel on 2 coins and a fighting. So 2 coins and a fighting. All right. Now we're back to Samuel. Samuel's going to complete objective, and this is the only time that you really don't move the scene along is when you complete objective. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We need to have 3 fighting and a barrel, so we're going to waste some resources, but we'll use that extra barrel to shimmy this coin over here just in case Anna needs it. No, you know what? We're not going to do that. We're going to keep the coin just in case we need it for something. And we'll go ahead and place the barrel under here. So now our fighting has gone up to 5, which is cool. So we're going to go ahead, Anna. Anna's going to do the same thing. Anna's going to spend all her resources to gain this. And now oops, we did it backwards. Sorry, he would have got this because he did the 3 fighting and barrel. She would have got this because she has the 3 coins and a fighting. Here, his masks are now up to 4. Her fighting is now up to 6. Okay, so now we're back to Samuel. Samuel needs to try to get this up here because we have to get all the objectives completed before we could actually try to defeat the raiders. We have a coin. We could get 2 more coins. Or we could do a skill check. Let's go ahead and get the 2 coins, but we're going to spend our coin to plop it over here so it'll be available for Anna in the future. It's Anna's turn. Anna can get a fighting and do a mask skill check, which she's still not that great on, so she'll go ahead and get the fighting. All right, so now, next round, we'll move this up. Now we'll have to do crisis checks for any of these purples. We'll go ahead and shuffle this bugger up here and place the top card under the raiders. So the raiders are level 6 now. And it's going to be Samuel's turn with this. We check the crisis. We're good. Samuel can get a coin or can do a feather test for a gem. You know what? He's going to do a feather test. So we'll go here. Oh, look, we have a 4. So we're making sure these don't match. So we passed. And this is our bonus is 4. So we did pass that. So we get our gem and cannon. All right. Excellent. So now we're back over to Anna. Check crisis. We're still good. Nothing's going to happen yet on round 2. We need to level this up so we can start fighting these raiders here. I have a fighting which gives me 3 barrels, which is pretty much useless. Or I could get a coin. And I need 3 coins. So let's go ahead and get the coin. We'll pop that here. All right, so we're going to go back over to Samuel. Check the crisis. Nothing happens. Samuel has a gem. Samuel needs a barrel and 2 more fighting. We could use this as a coin. So let's go ahead and do that. And now we'll have 2 fighting and a barrel, which is really good because then we only need 1 more fighting. All right, so we'll go back over to Anna. We're going to check. And Anna is okay still because this doesn't do anything. We need to get that 1 coin, or these 2 coins over, so we have 3 coins and a fighting. This will give us a barrel. Oh, fighting gives us 3 coins. That'll be super helpful for the future. Let's go ahead and just do that. So now we get 3 coins from that. So Anna's pretty stacked now. All right, so we're going to go back over to Samuel. We're going to check if something happens. It does, and we do the hook. And the hook says discard the bottom from the scene deck. So that's just going to quicken the game here, which is around, which is not great. All right, so Samuel has 2 fighting in a barrel, needs 1 more fighting. Look at that. We'll go ahead and get that. Go back over to Anna. Anna only needs a fighting. Oh, but it's going to be a really, 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 really short round. So Anna's going to fight the raiders. Does she want to? She only has a 4 to his 6. You know what? No. She's going to get the fighting. We're going to have a really short round. So this will move up. These will get here. She's going to have to fight these raiders soon. This will slide under here. It's Samuel's turn. This doesn't do anything. Great. We're going to go ahead and spend these and level up Samuel. So Samuel now has 2 feather, which is going to put him up to 7. And that's pretty nice. We're going to go over to Anna. Nothing happens. Anna's going to also level up. Whew. All right, so we're going to go to Samuel. It's Samuel's turn. Samuel has to take something. Samuel could do this skill check and get a gem. That's what Samuel will do. And we're good. So Samuel will get the coin. or the gem, sorry. The gem and the cannon, which is wonderful. All right, we're going to go back over to Anna. Does anything happen? No. Anna now has 6 to that 7. We better try to get those scenes back. So Anna's going to try to fight these raiders. All right, so let's see what happens here. All right, Anna has a 6. We got our 1 and it don't match, so we have passed, but that was the last part of the scene, so that goes over here. Now we're going to be on round 4 here. Wait, round 4? Yeah, round 4. Okay, so we're at round 4. We're going to shuffle these up. All right. Top one goes under him. All right, so now it's going to be Samuel's turn. Samuel needs to get some stuff here. We check the scene, nothing happens. So Samuel's going to spend his gem to get 3 fighting, which is going to be amazing. All right. Now we're back over to Anna. Check the scene. Something does happen, which is going to be this. It says capture the top discard pile. Well, that's not great. Anna could get... You know what? Anna's just going to keep him down. I'm going to try to do another skill check. And we pass. So we're going to go ahead and get these cards out because he's getting a little too crazy here. Go back to Samuel here. Samuel needs to get a barrel, a single barrel. We could get a fighting. We could do a skill check with the masks we're not really great at. Oh my, what does Samuel want to do? I guess we're going to take the 1 fighting. Alright, so we're back over to Anna. We do have something, but that means no effect right now, so we're good. Anna has 1 coin. She needs to get 3 coins in a fighting. This will give 2 fighting. Or we could try a fighting skill check of 8 and we have 6. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, so let's see how it turns out. And we got it. So that was pretty nice. So that means we got 2 gems and a cannon, which is super, super cool. Okay, we go over to Samuel here. Samuel, nothing happens. Samuel has 3 fighting. He needs to have a barrel. Still no luck on the barrel, but we are not good at fighting either. Okay. And we have a lot of cards and the round's ending soon. Oh man, so much fighting. You know what? I wish I had a different resource. We'll take it just to have it, I guess. And we'll spend 1, I guess, to plop 1 over here just because we need stuff over here. So it's Anna's turn. This happened. This doesn't do anything. Anna, what does Anna want to do? Anna doesn't need those. Anna needs... Now we'll do something weird here. We'll go ahead and spend this gem. So we have 2 gems. We'll spend this one to get the 3 coins. Or the 3 coins, yep. So I got the 3 coins. And I'll spend the other gem to move over a fighting. So that should let her level up next, which will be good. Okay, so we'll go ahead and move on to round 5. We'll shuffle these buggers up. And it'll be Samuel's turn to go first. All right, so here we go. Top scene gets captured. We'll put that under here. And what do we got going here? We got a barrel. But does this do anything? No. Great. He'll get his barrel. He'll be able to level up. All right, so we're over here now. And does this do anything? No. Great. Oh, man, this is good. So level up to 3. Now I get a free barrel every round, which is going to be awesome. Samuel goes. Nothing happens there. Samuel's also going to level up. And Samuel now gets a free coin every round. All right, so now we're back to Anna. So Anna has a free barrel, and I could get 2 fighting and a coin with that barrel, which will be great. Actually, that's awesome. So Anna's going to spend this to bring these 2 over. Then is going to spend her free barrel to get the 2 fighting and a coin. All right, so we're going to go to Samuel. Does anything happen with this? No. Samuel has a free coin, so Samuel could get 2 barrel and a fighting. Hey, why not? 2 barrel and a fighting. So we'll do that. Now we're back to Anna. Does anything happen with this? No. Great, because nothing's there yet. We're going to level up Anna for the last time, which is awesome. And then we're going to go back to Samuel. Samuel needs to have 2 more fighting, and this gives the 2 fighting. This is awesome. Okay, so now we're going to shuffle up this deck. We're going to move this to round 6. And we're going to go to the last round here. All right, so I'll slip a card under there. All right, so now, ready to go. So now we're back to Anna. Anna really needs to fight this guy. That's all Anna's going to really do. So Anna has a 6, and he's at a 7, so we need to get a 1 here, and we do. So these cards all get discarded, so our threat's even better. I'll go over to him. Does this do anything? This does. It says capture the top discard card, so whatever. And we'll level up Samuel for the last time. We'll go back to Anna. Anna, this does do something, so that puts him up to a level 7. And Anna's going to try to take out the Raiders. So we're going to we'll take a look, see what this is. Oh, no, it's a critical fail. All right. So we'll go back to Samuel. Samuel looks at this. This does capture the top discard pile, so the Raiders are at 8. We might lose the game. That's going to suck. He wants to get rid of this, so we're just going to put this into a sword. It's going to go back to Anna. Anna, we're going to do 8 versus a 6. Can we do it? No. So this gets discarded. It goes back to Samuel. Does this green do anything? No. Great. Samuel's going to have to do something with this. So Samuel will just grab this for a coin. And just to waste stuff, we'll do that to smuggle it. Could have just discarded it. Goes back to Anna. Anna is going to try to do a skill check. Let's see how this turns out. We need to have something good here. So they're at an 8. We need to get, what do we need to get? Well, I don't know. We're going to figure it out. So they're at an 8. We're at a 6. We need to get 2. And we do it. All right. So that is it. We have defeated the Raiders. And that was just a quick scenario for the first chapter. Go back up to the table here, and I'll give you my thoughts on this chapter. Okay, so that is how a chapter will play. And as time goes by and you're doing the other chapters, it's the same idea, except for you're going to have new abilities and other things unlocked as you go, and the threats are going to become more dangerous. So I really like unlocking all this stuff and having more options and more things you can do with these multi-purpose cards. So I hope you enjoyed the playthrough. I hope I gave you a feel of how the game plays, because that is how it's going to go for all the chapters there. Just like I said, with more strategies, because you unlock stuff that you can get and the threats become more complicated and stuff. I don't want to give anything away. Anyway, so if you like that, I highly recommend picking up Wildtails. Thank you for watching.